This video will look at Section 13 of the Criminal Procedure Scotland Act, 1995. This is the legislation that police in Scotland can use to require people to provide their personal details. This legislation is widely used, however often without justification. There are specific criteria which must be in place to allow the use of the Section 13 requirement. There is also a preamble which officers misread prior to requiring your details. This is found within their pocketbooks, and a link to this and other preambles is found in the description below. Section 13 allows a constable to require a person's details where they have reasonable grounds to suspect an offense has been committed or is being committed. The requirement can be made of persons suspected of the offense or witness to the offense. Again, as with Section 38, the important term is reasonable grounds. Police Scotland's standard operating procedures for stop and search provide an insight into reasonable grounds. I've included a link in the description below. In short, reasonable grounds suggest that a constable must have genuine suspicion and is not merely engaging in a fishing expedition. There must also be an objective basis for the suspicion, which would allow a reasonable person to form the same conclusion as the constable. It is important to note that observed behavior may also become reasonable grounds for suspicion, as well as independent information that has been provided to the officer. Whilst this may be more relevant to stop and search procedures, it should still be borne in mind. However, this does not take away from the fact that there must be genuine belief that an offense has taken place. The officer must inform the person of whom he is making the requirement under Section 13 of the general nature of the offense. The officer must also inform them that it is an offense to fail to provide their details. The Section 13 requirement allows the officer to require a person to provide their name, address, date of birth, place of birth, and nationality. There are many instances of police misusing this legislation, in some instances for fictitious offenses, in other instances where insufficient grounds exist to make the requirement. As always, please make sure that you fully understand your rights when dealing with the police, and do not allow your rights to be taken away from you. Thanks for watching and stay safe.